Salmonsen, Realty One Group results. I'm out here on Idaho Road in Statesville, North Carolina today. And gonna take a look at a piece of land out here. It's actually at the dead end here, so take a look, see what's going on. Okay, so you said the corner's where?
I'm gonna walk toward it.
Okay. All right, so all we did is came straight in about 150 yards off the road, and here we are right here. All right, so Thomas is facing roughly north. So here's the
Here's what I found.
southeast corner, I guess you'd say, right?
Yep, southeast corner.
Southeast corner right here. Okay, property line goes right up through here, and then so it's going to include this valley. Let me walk you up here. Okay, so it's going to include this, and it's going to get back here, and it's going to rise. As you saw in the topographical map, it's going to rise up. This is just a big bunch of kudzu here, and we got a little bit of a swale leading back into the creek. There's a creek that runs right through there, and I'm going to walk back there and I'll get a little more footage. But essentially, the land is right here in front of us. Okay, we've come out of that kudzu, and land is continuing to drop off here. You see from the map that we are the blue dot, and essentially the land is still in front of us, and we're going to get back here. It's going to open up, and it's going to go up in elevation, and we'll get a little more footage for you up there. Okay, here we are at the creek. Here. We've got a running creek here. Nice looking little creek. Nice looking little creek here. This creek runs more like a north to south. Well, excuse me, east to west. So it's running across the property, not a border, but it's running across it. So you'd have essentially a large amount of area. All right, the ground is coming up. It's gradual incline, elevation, and it's working its way back to this ridge line back here. It appears there's a fence. You see a fence over there?
Yeah, it's running up this,
Right up that property line?
yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the line.
Okay. Okay, I don't know how much of this elevation I'm capturing here. This is pretty back here. Very isolated. Let me drop a map for you. All right. Looks like you've got a trail coming through here. Yeah. Right here on the right.
Yeah.
Got a corner right here. So, okay, it's coming up this fence line here. Hits here, and I presume
Jets out that
juts
way.
out this way.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a corner down there we could see from the
Probably.
road.
Yeah. I think it'll be probably this road. It's
Okay,
gonna take us to the
let's
other
do
corner.
This is not part of the property, but this just looks like a giant pasture. I'd say 20, 30 acres of pasture land. So not much. Yeah, I can see cows out there. Yeah. Over here, which is the bulk of the property, looks like pines.
Up here, is it not the rutted out road?
It is, I think, kind of in the direction we're going.
Down this way?
Let's see where it'll be. Yeah, it's sort of more to the left.
Where does this road go, gentlemen? Right here.
Of course, I've not been at it. But when we go
Okay.
back, I'd like to go that way.
Yeah, I would too. Okay. So we've got relatively flat ground up here. You're on high ground, but back in there, it could be best characterized as maybe a knoll. It's pretty, very pretty.
So we're
Okay,
not.
say that again, Doug.
That rutted road that goes up from Buckby.
Okay.
Come down, it's where we end up, right?
Okay, this is the other right of way.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it'll come right into.
Yeah.
This would be probably your egress.
As it stands right now, the primary one.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So you'd have to have
So
road maintenance situation.
there's an easement, legal easement.
As
Yeah.
far as I,
Well, right.
as
Right.
far as I know, there is.
Okay.
We'll dig that back up.
Yeah.
It's been some of that we did when we first got the listing, and I
I think
remember where I
I
have it.
think there's a deeded,
Yeah.
recorded.
But this
easement.
is the primary way to get in and out.
Okay. All right. So west, we're on the northwest corner. Correct?
Correct.
So we're on the northwest corner of the property now. I just showed you a map. Again, we're the blue dot. We're gonna walk down this trail a little bit, and then we're gonna make a sharp right turn and go up into that stuff there. I think there's a lot of building sites just from what I'm seeing here. The top, we're essentially at the top here, guys, right? We appear to be at the plateau of this property. And it's not a small plateau. Good size plateau here. All right, based on my my software program says that this is it right here. This is the topographical map show that this is the high point of the property. I'd say it's a little more open. You got a stand of pines that start over here. And I would say off the back, you're gonna have some views if you wanted to clear. You have some nice long range views right there. It's quiet. I don't hear any cars. We ran into some cows. How far is it up that road, Doug, would you say, to the main, to a road?
It's probably a third of a mile.
Third of a mile. Yeah. So the road that we showed you, and I'll drop an image of that road again right here, just so you know. All right, it's this road that is the access, the most logical access point to this property. And it's beautiful here, guys. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous here. Very quiet. Got a nice level area here, but yet you're out away from everybody. So we'll do a little more walking here, and I'm going to drop another map. Okay, we got a little bit of small trees here, and you can see it's starting to dive down over here on this side. And there's a small piece of land that goes to the northeast. And I'm going to head that direction right now. Still very usable land over here. If somebody wanted to take all these trees out of here and have a yard or a couple barns, I think you could do that pretty easily here. All right, so right down through there is a narrow piece of land, parcel, part of this parcel, that leads out a ways. I just dropped a map so you could see it. And it leads to another high point on the ground. And that blue line you see on the map, I'm not going to walk out there, okay? But that blue line you see is the South Yadkin River. So, I don't know how close it is to the Yadkin, but the Yadkin is out there. All right, property line of video. Okay, here we go. So we just took this path, which runs east-west. Yeah, east-west. Essentially parallel to the creek. And I can see a property marker right here. So here we go, right here. It's the eastern border, southeastern border. Okay, so the creek's down here, runs east to west. Here's the property border here. You can see it remains relatively flat. I don't know where that road goes. Probably not going to follow it. Looks like it goes down into the ravine there to the adjacent property. All right. I've got to make sure I've got the right road here. Not sure what road I'm on. There, I'm going to try to take you to the property in a different direction. You can get a sense of no road signs. I believe this is in here. Buckabee really need a little bit of road work here. Not too bad. This is a right of way. Second right of way into this property. Yeah. Yeah, here's the cows. So I was just talking to the seller's agent about this road situation, and apparently one of the neighbors here, I guess the guy that owns the cows, had said that they would welcome the opportunity to share in the cost of improving that road. Okay, so what took us probably an hour, maybe an hour and a half, to walk, I just drove back in here in about 7 or 8 minutes. But you're gonna need a 4-wheel drive truck to get back here. As I said, the road, I'm not gonna say it's impassable, but you pretty much need a 4-wheel drive pickup truck, or, you know, an SUV or something like that to get back in here. But beautiful country. I would say that there are a lot of different building sites back at the top of the property. It's flat, and there are some views off the back. There's an additional extension or peninsula of the tract. There's an additional piece of land that travels to the northeast and appears to overlook the river, the South Yadkin River. I think there's a lot of possibilities, a lot of different options. Most importantly, it's quiet. Very quiet back here. You're not going to hear the road. You're not going to hear any industrial noise or anything like that. Very nice area. If you're looking for privacy, call me, right? David Salmonsen. I'm with Realty One Group Results. You can reach me at 704-929-3071. You can also check me out on YouTube and Facebook Business at David Salmonsen Realty. And for this and all your real estate needs. Thank you. So what took us an hour and a half to walk, I drove back in here in about 7 or 8 minutes. This road, you need some kind of a 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive vehicle to get back in here. It's rutted up a little bit more further up, but generally speaking, it's easily passable. Very nice property, very nice. If you're looking for privacy, if you're looking for acreage, if you're looking to get away from it all, this is a place you can do it. I'm David Salmonsen with Realty One Group Results. You can reach me at 704-929-3071 for this property and for all your real estate needs. Also, look me up on YouTube and Facebook Business at David Salmonsen Realty. Thanks for watching.